Good morning. I hope that you are doing well this morning, enjoying your favorite cup of coffee, your favorite cup of tea, or depending on when you are watching this video, maybe you've already transitioned over to water. Let's get into today's video topic, and it's all around foggy brain and action and menopause and AI. So many different topics. But here's the thing. So, years and years and years ago, there was a time that I started experiencing what I called foggy brain. I would be live doing a training, and sometimes, I know it's shocking, I would get off on a tangent and I'd go down a rabbit hole and I would forget to pull it back and where I originally started, and I would get so frustrated with that. What I didn't understand was that what was happening were changes with me. Now, I've always said that I'm advanced maternal age. That label came from the OBGYN. I literally had my third child at 35 and my fourth child almost a year later at 36. So there was no time, and there really wasn't any change except the label that they put on me as advanced maternal age. So I poke fun at it all of the time and say, I'm advanced maternal age. The problem that I was experiencing with foggy brain, I was really concerned it was about my health because I have been a lifelong sufferer of migraines. And the only time I didn't have migraines when I was pregnant. And so I guess being pregnant 4 times, um, there were a few years in there that I did not suffer. But I think it's like this really interesting thing in that the foggy brain, a lot of times when I'm using I will use the dictate. So that little microphone, people are talking about it a lot right now. And I will just sit there and I will just blah, 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 blah. Like just like talk and talk and talk and talk. The beautiful thing about AI is that it takes all of that foggy brain chaos and it organizes it. It organizes it into a cohesive, coherent story. And using that dictate button, it sounds like you because it is in your voice. And so, what's really interesting is that I use AI. I not using AI when I show up in my socials and in my videos, but I do use AI for a lot of things in the back end of the office. And one of those things is helping to write headlines or hooks for my emails. What I did not anticipate is it making the connection between foggy brain and menopause, and then me using menopause in one of my email subject lines. The open rate was through the roof. And so I was planning my last workshop for the year. And as part of that planning, I'm like, what do we want to talk about? Do we want to talk about getting ready for the holiday hangover? Do we want to talk about like preparing your business while you're juggling all of the things? Do we want to talk about menopause? So I just threw it all, those 3 topics in AI. And I looked at what came out and I was like, oh my gosh, there it is. There is the topic. And I was like, let my customer, my members tell me what they want to know. And to tie everything up with the bow is that long time ago, we didn't talk about things like miscarriage. We didn't talk about things like menopause, or at least I didn't. And I suffered from both. Um, a happy accident in my foggy brain talking with AI not only gave me clarity, but the action to take with my members who that really resonated with and is allowing me to open up and share my stories around those topics. And if I then can share my life experience around those topics, and help my customers and members find clarity in their own lives and their own businesses, I really feel like it's a win-win. And so next week, I will reveal the topic of the November workshop that I'll be hosting. And I was only going to do one more. So I was only going to do one in December, but they're really, out of the three, like two of them are kind of neck and neck. And so I may do one early December because that's what my members want. And I'm really just going to encourage you to share more stories with your customer because it will resonate with them. You have initially attracted your dream customer, however that is, through an ad, through organic, through paid social media, and they want to hear from you. And we all want to feel like we are a part of a larger community. One of the things that I say in Trello Tuesday, it is my law of onboarding call that I do with folks that have purchased the Business Command Center, is I say that you're a part of a larger community, guys. Almost 11,000 customers have purchased this template. It's jaw-dropping to me. It's amazing to me that there's something that's really comforting knowing that, I'm not really feeling organized and I really feel like it's me. But now that you know that you're part of a larger community, it's okay. Like, you don't have to go this alone. And I think that luckily menopause is a really big topic in the news, and women's health is a big topic in the news right now. And so just that little slip with the foggy brain and AI has really had a personal transformation for me. Not that I hide my age, because I've always said I'm advanced maternal age, but that it, I hope, bonds my community together more. And I have a lot of gentlemen who are part of the community too. So we'll just say it's foggy brain. And for the women, we'll say it is your menopausal brain. And we're going to work through this together. And how to find clarity is really leaning into AI. So it's just some snapshots from my life that I've had over the past 2 weeks. More is coming like a freight train, not just because of the holidays, but I know, like, we're beating that dead horse, is that we are almost to the point of moving into the house. And there's just all of these little different stories that I can't wait to share with you. So if there's anything that you need, please let us know. Make sure that you register for the Plan With Me Live. It's going to be live over on YouTube. We're going to be sharing both resources inside the membership as well as resources inside AI Command Center that you can lean into to help planning when it comes to November. And really it is the start. Like, the sky is opening and we are getting into holiday hangover time. So take care. We'll talk soon.